Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly focus for September the 24th through to the 30th, 2018. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. You'll have to forgive me for this week's video because I was like violently ill. So I am starting to feel a little bit better, but I do hear my pillow calling me at the same time. So I'm going to lean into the astrology a little bit with your reading, and we'll pick 5 cards, and we'll see how it goes. So what is the energy that does surround us? Three of Wands. There's choices to be made. There's roads to follow. There's more than one option available to you. You can't really see it yet. You don't know how it will all turn out. I guess that's where a little bit of the fear comes in. But I can see you moving from one wand to the next until you've covered all 3 and really thinking it through. Really coming to some conclusions about how to go forward, in what path to take, where you want to put your energy, where you want to put your focus. We have the Magician. Ah, the Magician. When the Magician comes out, he's listening. When the Magician comes out, your wish will come true. Maybe not in your timeline, but it will come true. Maybe not the way you expected it. If you say, I want money, and you walk down the sidewalk and you find a coin, your wish has been granted. And chances are, if you're asking for money and it doesn't serve the greater good, you just want it for pleasure, or be careful of that kind of wishing. So if you're wishing for money, think of what you are going to do with it, how you are going to create a better tomorrow. Follow your soul's purpose. 3 of Wands and the Magician together. Follow your soul's purpose, your destiny, the thing that excites you the most, the things that brings out the passion in you. The Fool. Now the Fool is in detriment here. I like detriment because it keeps the meaning of the card whole, but we have a hard time touching it this week. So there may be a brand new path that you want to step into, but you are having the hardest time deciding. You're trying to be diplomatic about it. You're conventionalizing your dream, your want. Trying to keep harmony and balance in your life. Because the Fool is a little bit carefree. He jumps on that path. He packs very little. He's singing and whistling as he walks down towards his goal, or walks up towards his goal. He's got his little companion there with him. We're young. We're young in our knowledge. We're young in our years, perhaps, and our knowledge, perhaps, depending on where you are in your path. If you're young, then yes, you're starting out. If you're older, then it could be an elevated path where we need to grow and learn more now. The High Priestess. Wow, strong cards. Really strong cards. High Priestess is, sit in contemplation and see your gifts, your talents, your abilities, the magic within you. Okay? That is the High Priestess energy, and there's so much to energy with the associated with the full moon. Saturn sits at 2. If you look at certain charts, they say that the full moon is at 2 degrees as well. So we have 2s flying all over the place. 2 degrees of Aries, and Chiron is at 0. And they're talking to each other. So, and then Chiron moves into Pisces. So Chiron moves out of your sign this week. So you go more into a spiritual healing, an inner healing. You'll feel that shift. You may start out the week thinking of all the things that need to be changed in the exterior of your life, but going into the week, towards the end of the week, I think you're starting to look more at inner healing. Realizing that you only have so much control over your exterior, your friends, the behaviors, the environments. So it's more of healing inside. Maybe a past trauma, maybe something that holds you back, maybe it's a fear, maybe it's an anxiety, where you don't feel that you are adequate or you're deserving, you're worthy. And tap into it and see that you are. 8 of Swords. It's cutting through the illusion. It's realizing. So this week could be a great week of transformation for you, because you break through these illusions where you have maybe blamed your environment or another person on something that hasn't gone right, or where you haven't gone forward in the way you want, or is blocking you. And you see it through new eyes, new focus. You see where, here we are, and we are surrounded by swords. And we feel trapped. We feel like we can't go forward. We feel that we're being held back against our will. But our hands are free. We may be blindfolded. We may have a hood over our head. But our hands are free. So if we just ripped off that cloak, there's that cloak back again for those who watch me. We're revisiting it. We know we can rip it off now. We know that maybe it was our acceptance of the situation or the person, are going against our own truth in order to please that person, or to have harmony in that environment. So it's your full moon. It's where you start to say, I don't need this in my life. This holds me back. This makes me conform in this way, and it doesn't feel right. Because when it doesn't feel right, we sometimes clue in our anxiety to our restlessness. And why are you restless? Why do you feel that you can't go forward? Are you trying to please somebody? Are you trying to conform to somebody else's agenda or truth? And it's time to, the High Priestess there, the Magician there, the Fool right in the middle. 3 extremely strong cards for you this week. So expect the transformation of where you thought you were being held back, and you can see a way forward. High Priestess is meditation, prayer. The Magician is prayer, affirmations. There's reflection here. There's wanting to go forward. There's really making a decision about what path we want to go on. And we break through an illusion. We see where we can change subtle things in our environment, in our world, in our routines, in ourselves, to actually take the step forward that we wanted to all along. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.